guys, welcome back here, and I know it's another cooking video. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I told you I was working on a 2x2 tutorial, so didn't really want to lie to you guys. Basically, this is what I use. I use the beginner's method, but this is the beginner's method for a 2x2 Rubik's Cube. As you can see, I'm just scrambling it right now. I dropped it. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when you use this method. Just if you want to see how fast it is. Okay, this is a little slower than I usually solve it, just because it's hard to see. Yeah, just skip past this part if you guys are bored right now. I should be done in a few seconds, but yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's basically what it looks like solving it. And yeah, there's 4 steps to this. Step 1 is the white side, then it's layering it, and then it's the yellow side, and that's just solving the whole cube. And before you start, there's some things you're going to need to know. Like in my IVQ video, you're going to need to know a few things. First thing you're going to need to know is the color scheme. You might have a different color scheme than me, but yeah, basically there's opposites. White's the opposite of yellow, green's the opposite of blue, and red's the opposite of orange. And there's also different moves that you use for this. Those moves are, so this is the right side, so if I say right inverted, it means you're moving it down. Now some people use R prime, which is the same thing, and R, which is you're moving the right side up. So right inverted or R prime, right, or R. Now this is the left side, same thing. Left inverted, this is just L, and this is L prime, or left. So I would just use these right inverted and left inverted because I find it easier. And then there's also top. So top clockwise because you're moving it clockwise. So clockwise, and this is counterclockwise. And then there's bottom, obviously the same thing. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Then there's the back, which is these. So this would be clockwise, and this would be counterclockwise. And then there's the front, so clockwise, counterclockwise. Yeah, and that's basically all you need to do. So without further ado, I'll scramble it up and let's start. Alrighty, the first step is to solve the white side. Now, this is white, obviously. If you can't tell the difference from yellow and white, well, you should be able to, but yeah. White side. Now, to start off with the white side, sorry, I stuttered there, you first get 3 whites, so it'll be like 1 white, 1 white, and 1 white. Now, I like to find the piece that looks like this with the Rubik's thing on it, or whatever brand you have, and start there. So as you can see, I got a white piece here, so I'm just going to move it up. There's no algorithm for this. An algorithm is basically just you move the cube, but different ways to get pieces. So yeah, you've got this. Now that you've got your 3 whites, you hold it at the top, and you do this algorithm. You're also going to look for your other white piece. And if you can, get it right here, because then you don't have to do an algorithm. Okay, I just moved my white piece so it's on the bottom, so I can just show you guys the algorithm. So basically, the algorithm is this. You're going to hold that at the top, and you're going to do this algorithm. As you can see on the screen, this is what it means. Right inverted, so the right side down. Bottom clockwise, like this. Right, and then bottom counterclockwise. And you're just going to keep doing that. As you can see now, my piece is up there. Right inverted, bottom clockwise, right, bottom counterclockwise. Right inverted, bottom clockwise, right, bottom counterclockwise. Now, usually you wouldn't have this orange side solved, or you wouldn't have these blocks of 2 everywhere, so I'm going to scramble it up and solve it again so you can see what it's supposed to look like. Okay, now I've kept the algorithm on the screen, just in case. I've scrambled it up and done it again. Now, as you can see, there's no orange side I can solve, and I only have 1 block of 2. Now, the second step is to layer it. Now, layering means you have blocks of 2 like this. See, there's a block of 2. This would be red, this would be blue, and this would be orange. So, yeah, you either have all 4 of them solved, like I did before, 1 of them solved, like I do have now, or none of them solved. Now, if you have none of them solved, at the start, you can just do it whichever way you want, the algorithm. If you have 1 of them solved, you hold it at the back and do this algorithm, see it's at the back. And if you have all of them solved, you just don't do anything, just skip this algorithm. Okay, I'll show you the algorithm. Alright, now this is the second longest algorithm. I've scrambled it up again. So this is what it looks like when it's done. Just get it back into the light for you here. Just a second. Alright, the algorithm's on the screen. If you already know how to read them, then just pause the video and do it. And anyway, I have green as a layer now because I scrambled it up, I told you already. I'm going to put it at the back and I'm going to do this. Right inverted. This is the second longest algorithm. Bottom clockwise. Right. Left inverted. Bottom counterclockwise. Left. Right inverted. Bottom clockwise. Right. And now as you can see, we have all 4 of them. Now, if you had none of them, then that would give you 1, and then you just do the same thing I did. Now we have this. We're on to the third step, solving yellow. Alright, once again, I've left the last algorithm on the screen. I'll change it once, I get to the part. And for yellow, here, you basically see how many yellow pieces you have on the bottom side. So you're going to hold the white at the top. It doesn't matter which way. Turn it over. Now, if you have 1 white piece, you're holding it at the bottom left and doing this algorithm. So like this. If you have 2 white pieces, let's say you have 2 white pieces, like this, you hold it like this. But I don't have that, obviously. There. Okay. If you had all 4, then you just wouldn't do anything. And usually you don't have diagonal like this, but it could happen. If you do, then it doesn't matter. You can hold it like this or this. And then you're going to do this algorithm. So this algorithm, you're going to have to do it a lot of times. Like usually I have to do it like 3 times to get it done. I didn't have much luck when I first started, but my luck's been going up. Basically, I have 1, so this is the most common thing you get. Right, top clockwise, right inverted, top clockwise, right, top clockwise, right inverted. Now, as you can see, it gave me 1 again. So, right, top clockwise, right inverted, top clockwise, right, top clockwise, boom. Now, as you can see, we have yellow solved, and white's still intact, and the layers are still intact. So just pause the video, get that algorithm done, and we'll move on to the 4th step, solving the whole cube. Alright, now for solving the whole cube, you're either going to have your cube like this, like on each side there'll be 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, or you'll have the whole cube solved, or, okay, I'm good. Or you'll just have one side solved, like red will be solved completely, or you'll just have it a completely different way. But usually that's the only thing that happened to you. Anyway, if you have one side solved, you're going to hold that at the back, yellow's going to be at the top, and you're going to do this algorithm. Alright, now as you can see on the screen, this is the longest algorithm solving the 2x2. It's actually really long. So, yeah. I'll give you lots of time to get this done. Right inverted, face clockwise. The first time we're doing face, so clockwise like this. Right inverted again. The back, counterclockwise twice. Or just doesn't really matter which way you're turning it because it's twice. Right, face counterclockwise. Right again. Back counterclockwise twice. Right twice. Back counterclockwise twice. And then your cube is either going to be solved, like if you had one side solved already, your cube would be solved, but that just gave me one side, so I'm going to do it again. You get used to it pretty fast. And just turn it once or twice, like that, and you're done. Cube is solved. Now, I'll give you time to pause the video and stuff. But yeah, that's basically how you solve the cube. Found a turn. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like. I know it wasn't very quality or not nearly as good as my IVQ video. But it's like 6 in the morning and I'm tired. I'm sorry. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like. And I'll see you guys next time. Once again, I don't have Larry. I'm super sorry. Super sorry. I know half the time I don't even have Larry. In my IVQ video, I said I had something to do. And I do. This bird right here. And its name is Barry. So subscribe, peace, and Barry.